Seth, that's a load of bullcrap. How are you going to claim that I did nothing for you? I tried to win you over, and the RKO nearly killed me for it. I've got a problem with you because you're a goddamn backstabber. You promised me if I watched your back, you'd have mine, and you didn't. Seth, you better watch your fucking back. LA Knight clearly has a vendetta against Seth Rollins now since that whole ordeal at SummerSlam happened. And honestly, I can't blame him. They're both in their right. And we have for our first match of the night, we have the bouncy one, Javon Evans, getting ready for this match tonight. Against an opponent of Nick Aldis' choosing. And with those red lights going off, Javon knows that he's made a mistake by coming in today. He should have called off work because the Slavic Savage, the Bulgarian Brute, that fucking relentless Rusev, he's gonna rip his fucking head off as he has the Entente behind him and that AAA championship around his waist. I know Javon Evans is shitting his pants right now because Rusev doesn't stop at the bell. He goes through it and he tries to rip your fucking head off, tries to break your back and humble you. This is not a man to mess with. This is not a man you want to be in the ring with, because no means no does not apply to him. I'm done does not apply to Rusev. Rusev will run you through a wall and then beat you with the bricks left over. In the crowd, they want to see a murder happen. As they're chanting for Rusev, Javon Evans awfully close to the Entente there, missing that frog splash, and he's put himself in the worst possible spot on the ground with Rusev right in front of him. Because Rusev could pick you apart in more than one way, just lifting him up with no problem. He's a strong man. And he also has no guilty conscience whatsoever. He sees nothing wrong with the actions that he has every single night. He claims to be the reclaimer. He claims to be doing better for people, beating sense into people. But how can they have any sense when there is no pulse left in their body? Rusev doesn't care. He's just using it as a ploy to hurt as many people as possible. And Nick Aldis seen that, and he wants to use that to his advantage. And right now, Javon Evans got himself right in the thick of the Entente. He does not want to be out there with them. He is completely crowded by 4 complete European psychopaths who are out for blood. And Gunther light the fuck out by complete accident. He was just within the storm, and this count is getting awfully high as Rusev gets back into the ring, and Javon Evans makes the mistake of coming back in there with him. He wants to do some flippy dippy shit right here, trying to get Rusev off balance, trying to get him wobbly so he doesn't attack him, and he goes for the pin. He goes for the roll up, and it doesn't work, but Gunther using that opportunity to remove that turnbuckle, and the referee notices it. Oh, Javon Evans reversing that Mashka kick, but Drew McIntyre helping Rusev out there so he could get the upper hand with that wheelbarrow kick. He's going for the pin. The referee seeing it, not knowing what happened. 1, and a kick out. Again, not a good position to be in with the Bulgarian Brute in the ring with you. You absolutely do not want to be on the ground with Rusev, because at any moment he can lock in that accolade and snap your fucking back. And that's a horrible way to go. And I just think Nick Aldis is using this match as a message to everybody behind on the Raw roster what can happen when you get in the way of the Entente. Oh my God. Brutalizing Javon Evans. And the fans are loving to see the murder that is happening. And Javon trying to save himself right there. Going for the drop kick. Up to the top rope, moonsault. He's going for the pin. 1, and a kick out from Rusev. It just did nothing to him. That was just a quick, relaxing, lay on the ground for him. Just gives him a chance to catch his breath, apparently. And he's back up. Oh my God, and another huge wheelbarrow kick. And I think he might be setting up for something horrible on Javon Evans. He's got him up in a powerbomb position, nuts in face, and a fall down powerbomb for the pin. And Javon somehow managed to kick out. Honestly, Rusev could have finished this match years ago, but he just wants to put on as much pain as he possibly can, because he doesn't want the match to end just yet. He's giving Javon Evans a chance, because that just means that he has more time to put a beating on him, to cause more pain. And Rusev got him on his shoulders, looking to decapitate him. And Javon's in the corner, surprisingly able to fight out of that one, and goes for a stunner. And Gunther shading his eyes from seeing that. I'm surprised at how long Javon Evans has been able to last Rusev. Claudio made his way onto the apron, and Spanish Fly out of nowhere. Going for another moonsault or something. Oh, and he got his knees up. That could crush the ribs of Javon Evans. He's a small man. Unlike the game portrays it, he doesn't have abs like that. He's not built like that. He's a skinny fuck. Like that should have killed him. But this is actually a pretty competitive match out of Javon Evans. Rusev laying on the ground, as I believe Drew McIntyre got the attention of Javon Evans just enough for Rusev to take an RKO. Pin incoming, and a kick out from Rusev. That was not enough to put him away. And I couldn't even tell what happened right there. Going for the DDT. And Javon, he wants to put Rusev away. Going to that top rope, thinking about it, not sure. And now we have a distraction. Rusev is able to pick up Javon out of nowhere, drop him on his head, and it's time for the accolade. The accolade is locked in. Javon has nowhere to go, and he breaks his fucking back. He's snapping his spine, and he's not letting go. He has nowhere to go. Rusev winning the match. giving Javon a chance. And oh fuck, he's going back for more. He's trying to kill this man. He's trying to kill Javon Evans. Javon Evans has no chance of survival. And for our next match, Julia has a match set up with, I believe, Raquel Rodriguez here tonight. Something about Japan. Oh, there's Kyrie. I have an itching feeling that this is the Asuka revenge tour that they're putting on. All the Japanese wrestlers are looking to put a beating on Raquel. And Raquel is happy to oblige because she just wants to put an ass whooping to anybody. If that means she doesn't have to defend her belt. And surprisingly, the crowd is behind Julia right here in this match. And they're going to get started with a lockup. And Raquel muscling Julia over to the corner. And it's broken up. Raquel using her repertoire just did not work out for Julia. Julia is too fast, but she gets the drop kick off anyways. She's impressive for a woman of her size. And tossing Julia. She ain't worked on those back muscles for nothing. Just tossing Julia all over the place, and she's at the top rope. What does she have in mind here? Dropping that elbow on the skull. You know, crush her brain cavity there. But somehow Julia able to kick out of that one quite easily. And she continues to get tossed around by Raquel. Raquel just imposing her will on Julia. Because she's just too big. She's just too strong. And Julia able to get some kind of advantage here with the Hurricanrana. I seen Kyrie up on the apron for a second for some reason. And we got a suplex on the way. And Julia looking to make her way to the top ropes. Looking for a high-risk elbow drop, and it was very high risk. No reward there. An Irish whip into the ropes, and oh, Kairi Sane grabbing the ankle of Raquel, and Julia was able to take advantage. And now they're locking up into the corner. Julia missing that punch there, giving Raquel the opportunity to reverse and drop her on her back. And even though Kyrie just helped there, Raquel is now completely in control. And as I say that, things turn around. Because of course they do. Anytime I say something, you know, the opposite happens. And Kyrie throwing in a weapon, I really don't think Julia was going to use it. And the referee gets it out of there right away, being very attentive. Oh my God. And we got a pin coming in. And a kick out from Julia. Raquel roaring to the crowd and getting taken down. I guess we got the pin now. And a kick out from Raquel. The crowd, they're just loving what they're seeing. Chanting, "We're not worthy." And Julia looking to use a exploder suplex onto Raquel. The wrestling skills that she has are incredible. The headbutt there, dropping outside the ring. And Julia wants to meet her on the outside to to continue attacking at her arm this time. Not caring about the count, which is kind of coming in pretty fast. They're already at a 4 count. Julia getting rocked by Raquel. And Raquel tossing Julia to the other side. She looks tired. It's a 7 count. Things could end badly here if they don't get into the ring. A 9 count, and I don't think this match is going to end. It ends in a draw. The crowd is not happy with that ending. I'm not happy with that ending. But a double count out. Nobody wins here. And I think that was a ploy from Raquel. I don't think she wanted to wrestle any longer. And she was just trying to draw it out, trying to finish the match without putting in any more effort. And Tala Tonga, the new national champion after last week, being able to topple Omos. Just an impressive win. Winning this championship was nice and all, but all I wanted was to get my revenge. I wanted to show the Fist the pain that they've caused me. This belt, it's a consolation prize. And I'll be honest, I don't want it. I'm not giving it away, but I want to see who has what it takes to beat me. Tala, I guess he really didn't want that championship belt after all, but kind of forced to mantle it. And for the next match, we got Seth frickin' Rollins being the fighting champion that he is, coming out every single night to put on a show for the fans here on Raw. Trying to ignore the people in the back. Trying to ignore LA Knight. Hoping that RKO doesn't show back up, because he's just trying to have a grand old time as champion. And just eat up, just drink up the crowd's reaction to him. And we have John Morrison, part of the Indie Gods, looking to take on Seth Rollins tonight.
Representing the Insiders.
We have two very similar styles here tonight in John Morrison and Seth Rollins. John Morrison, you could say, is a precursor to Seth Rollins in a way, and I can't wait for them to get started here. They are circling each other, looking for an opportunity, looking to wrap up, trying to find some advantage somewhere. Seth got the headlock, and John Morrison able to take him down right away. He didn't want any of that shit. He doesn't want himself a wrestling match. He wants to put on a show. You see what I mean there? What a showman John Morrison is, but gets tripped up by Seth Rollins. Seth gets him over the ropes. And I think he wants to go for some kind of back suplex here. Oh, just drags John Morrison down by the hair. And gets back into the ring and leaves it. And now on the outside. John Morrison able to get out of that submission fast. And using the steel stairs to get some extra damage there on Seth Rollins. Looking to wither him down. Because it is just mano-a-mano. Seth Rollins and John Morrison. And they are looking evenly matched. John Morrison not wanted that match to end at that 7 count. Going in for a flurry of kicks to drop Seth with a neck breaker. But Seth Rollins fighting his way out. And he delivers one of his own. Equally matched. And a crossbody from Seth Rollins. You gotta love the fact that Seth wants to put on a show for everybody. Even if the crowd might be divided on his tactics to become championship, to be the champion and get that championship. He says it's a means to an end. And LA Knight wanted to show up to this match. The crowd sees something that we don't. He's got a steel chair. And Seth Rollins able to catch that chair, going for the pedigree to put Seth Rollins away. No. Oh, and I think we might have a disqualification here. The referee doesn't give a fuck. LA Knight just laid out Seth Rollins. Because Seth thinks that he owed him nothing. LA Knight has a huge problem. He's not letting it go. He's not letting this be the end of it. He's continuing to be a thorn in the side of Seth Rollins. Because I'm assuming LA Knight has an ulterior motive here. I'm sure he wants that championship match. And this is the fast lane to getting a championship match, is attacking people like the champion, Seth Rollins. Because that's all LA Knight ever wanted, was to become world champion. And why not go after the son of a bitch that screwed him out of it, Seth frickin' Rollins. And Seth staring at John Morrison on the outside like he's proud of his work. And the match continues on the outside as John scrapes his feet across Seth's face, showing blatant disrespect to the champion. Seth getting John Morrison back into the ring. The count continues because he's not entered. Uh-oh, and this just might be the end. Here's a stomp right on the John Morrison in the middle of the ring. Nowhere to go. 1, 2, 3, and Seth still wins, even with the interference of LA Knight.
Here is your winner,
Showing that he is unbothered by the obstacles in front of him. LA Knight not able to stop him. The RKO somewhere in the back, lingering, watching, waiting for their time to strike at Seth Rollins, and he poses off on the top ropes as if Randy Orton would.
The following contest is scheduled
In the main event.
and is for the International Championship.
That's Solo's belt. Solo's gonna have to defend his belt tonight against Finn Balor, who won a #1 contenders match. A gauntlet match that was 2 weeks ago. Finally getting his title shot this week. There's finally an opening on the schedule, and the family sitting behind as Solo Sikoa makes his way to the ring to put on a match and end this in dominant fashion. Because Solo is not someone to take lightly. He's the only person to beat Obafemi. And not only that, beat him twice. No one has managed to beat Obafemi even once. And Solo Sikoa has managed it twice. Once to become the international champion once again. 2-time international champion. And Finn Balor is walking into his own grave if he thinks that he could win against Solo Sikoa and the family. In the main event, International Championship time. Solo, somebody who can make this look like the #1 belt in the WWE.
Introducing the challenger.
This right here. It's the start of the match. Solo wildly swinging off, but able to catch and out-muscle Finn, and look at that. Look at that kick. Solo Sikoa trying to start off the match in strong fashion against Finn Balor. And Finn with the double stomp, making his way to the outside, demanding Solo to his feet for a drop kick that Solo parries, making him look so weak. How do you parry a drop kick? I just don't understand it. At that close of a range too. And Finn Balor, Fergal, real name Fergal. Can you imagine that? Attacking Solo Sikoa. Looking to become international champion today. Which is very, very, very unlikely with the family watching and Solo Sikoa being as dominant as he is. Solo, as I mentioned, that not looking very dominant, crawling away from Fergal. And Jimmy Uso talking his shit to Finn, giving Solo enough time, helping him out there. Oh, and he got the headbutt right into the shoulder blades. I wasn't sure what he was doing there until then, but I suppose that could be pretty effective. And the wild elbow just did not connect. Finn Balor trying to work a more technical style around Solo's brute power, trying to go for that pin, and it was clearly not going to do much to Solo Sikoa this early in the match. And Solo taking down Finn Balor. And now he's got him on his shoulders. But that didn't quite work out. He could have got a nice Samoan drop off there. But all the way from the top rope, fucking up his knee for no reason because Solo got out the way. And now he's putting a clamp on Finn's shoulder, getting out of there to get onto his feet faster. He's back into the ring. They're locked up. And Solo again trying to get him onto his shoulders. And Finn Balor just keeps on fighting out of it. And an elbow to the face. This is not looking good for Solo. It looks like Finn is completely taking control here in dominant fashion. And I think we're going to see a shotgun kick to the chest, and Solo actually able to get out of it. How does he keep reversing and parrying these drop kicks? And a spinning Solo, slamming Finn Balor on the back of his head. And I thought he was going to go for another one. But Finn Balor able to get out of that. A sling blade and a drop kick to the head. He's going to go for the pin. One. And a kick out at 1 from Solo. That was not enough. Finn waiting for Solo to get onto his feet, delivering an elbow. And I think another drop kick. But Solo was not able to avoid there this time. Into the corner again. And I think we just might see a coup de grace here. Because Finn Balor's already to the top ropes. But Solo stands up and dodges the coup de grace. Rolls him up. 1, 2. And a kick out at, oh, that was nearly a 3 count. That was a 3 count. You can't tell me that wasn't. The ref's hand touched the ground. And a drop kick to the head. A lot of drop kicks from Finn Balor. And who the fuck is this? What the fuck? What is his goofy ass doing out here? Finn Balor now. Finn Balor getting challenged by Mr. Iguana. What the fuck, 2K? What the fuck is that? How am I supposed to predict something like that happening? Solo avoiding that drop kick, and this is all that's going to be in my head right now. It's fucking Mr. Iguana distracting Finn Balor. Apparently Finn Balor has problems with the Green Man. He just can't get more comical than that. There's just things that I just don't see, don't know. And Solo with the Samoan spike to put Finn Balor away and retain his championship. What a fucking... I don't even know what to say. But Solo and the family, they retain the International Championship here on Raw to end the night. Thank you for watching.